intelligence, reactive AI. So this is good for simple classifications and pattern recognition tasks. Limited memory, it can able to handle complex classification tasks. It can able to use historical data to make predictions. Third one is theory of mind. It can able to understand human motives and reasonings. It can deliver personal experience to everyone based on their motives and needs. Fourth one is self-aware. So it is human level intelligence that can bypass our intelligence too. This is self-aware. These are all four categories, four types of artificial intelligence. One is reactive artificial intelligence, limited memory, theory of mind, and self-aware. Normally, we have it in Google. It is Siri. Is Siri an artificial intelligence? All these forms of artificial intelligence, but strictly speaking, Siri is a system that uses artificial intelligence rather than being pure artificial intelligence in itself. Then the system will send relevant response back to your device. So normally we are speaking up about artificial intelligence now in the case of research field. So what are the main goals of artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence refers to the simulation of human intelligence in machine. The goal of AI is including learning, reasoning, and perception. How is AI created? AI works by combining large amount of data with fast interactive processing and intelligent algorithm, allowing the software to learn automatically from patterns or features in the data. So with these basic things, we will go to the topic applications of artificial intelligence technology in electrical automation. Majorly, the artificial intelligence technology is used in applied in electrical automation in basically 5 concepts. One is simplifying the process, fault diagnosis, electrical control, electrical equipment, daily operations. In simplified process, electrical automation is a process. It's very complex. Each step and link are closely linked with very strict sequence and requirements. Once a link or step has a problem, the whole process will have a serious consequences. It is not wise to waste manpower, but the economic losses are even more serious. When artificial intelligence technology is applied to the process of electrical automation, the whole process can be simplified. For example, the fault situation, equipment repair, environmental detection, and so on can be solved by artificial intelligence technology. The manual process is very simple, which greatly improves the efficiency of the operator. Second category, it is a fault diagnosis. In the actual electrical automation control process, many subjective and objective factors will cause equipment failures. For example, earthquake, tsunamis, typhoons, humidity, improper operation, neglect of details, and so on will have an unimaginable impact on the electrical automation and control process. If these failures are felt with timely and effectively, they will not cause further harm. But if these failures have not been effectively solved, it may cause greater security issues. The introduction of artificial technology not only makes the process of electrical automation control much simpler, but also makes fault diagnosis faster. At present, the process of electrical diagnosis, expert system, fuzzy theory, neural network are 3 common methods of fault diagnosis, which makes the detection time greatly shortened and detection of result will be more accurate. So in the third case, electrical control, it is a core link of whole electrical automation process. It is not only determines the operation speed and production efficiency of an electrical automation process, but also controls the whole electrical automation process comprehensively. After the introduction of artificial intelligence technology into this electrical control process, it has become more scientific. In addition, the operation efficiency of equipment has been greatly improved. Moreover, AI technology also effectively process and control the information processing and the production cost in the process of electrical control and making electrical control more efficient and scientific. So fourth case, electrical equipment. Electrical equipment is generally complex. It is requiring operators to master a lot of knowledge and skills. In the process of designing electrical equipment, artificial intelligence technology can be used to simplify the system of electrical equipment and strengthen the application of AI technology in electrical equipment. In using this artificial intelligence technology, some parameters of electrical equipments can be set by computer so that the operation speed of the electrical equipment can be faster. The operator will also operate electrical equipment more smoothly. So daily regular operation, in this case, electrical automation control is the process closely related to a people's daily life, such as power grid control, data acquisition, and so on. Take a power grid as for an example. Traditional daily operation is very complicated. Not only the number of lines and the equipments in the power grid is very large, but also the number of connected users is very large, which leads to a huge workload of operator. If artificial intelligence technology is adapted, some basic algorithm can be handed over to artificial intelligence technology and the complex operation process can be simplified. And the operator does not have to go back and collect the process data. Just they use a computer to supervise and remote control the electrical control process. In addition, the AI technology can also simplify computers' operating interface, backup of data in time to prevent accidents. In past, when manual data acquisition, there will be there will be some errors. With the applications of AI technology, it can compile efficient forms to assist data collection and reduce workload of operator and improve their work efficiently. So, what are all the artificial? We are talking about basics of artificial intelligence and what are all the types of artificial intelligence technology. These things we have completed. So, next, what are all the artificial technologies available for an electrical engineering? So, normally we have expert system techniques, machine learning, deep learning, artificial neural networks, and fuzzy logic systems. These are all artificial intelligence techniques available for an electrical engineering. These are all the components. Normally, this is applied in image recognition, speech recognition, chat box, natural language generation, sentiment analysis, and everything. We are using these AI with the help of a Python programming, TensorFlow, Java, C, and what is the expert system? Expert system is a software system that captures human expertise for supporting decision making. This is useful for dealing with the problems involving incomplete information or large amount of complex knowledge. This expert system are particularly useful for online operations in the control field because they incorporate symbolic and rule-based knowledge that relate situation and actions, and they also have the ability to explain and justify a line of reasoning. The expert system basically consists of a knowledge base, database, reasoning machine, interpretation mechanism, knowledge acquisition, and user interference. With these kind of blocks, the expert system can able to generate their knowledgeable decision making capabilities. With this, we can use it for an electrical control. Next one is a machine learning. Machine learning, which mainly focuses on how a computer simulates human learning behavior and reorganize the existing knowledge structure with the knowledge and skills learned and continuously improves its performance. These machine learning techniques are often adopted for addressing the knowledge acquisition bottleneck in implementing expert systems. So artificial intelligence, artificial neural networks, it is based on collection of interconnected nodes or units called artificial neurons. This is actually modeled based on biological neural networks present in a human body. Based on our human body structure, the artificial neural networks is designed, and then that interconnected nodes are which is called as a neurons. The main goal of an AN is to emulate the behavior of human brain, thereby solve the problem just like a human brain by employing various strategies such as decision making and problem solving. This is a main concept which we expect from an artificial intelligence. This is decision making. So with that rules which we design, with that skills, with that own decision knowledge we gave it, we structured it in an artificial intelligence. The decision making capability must be retrieved, must be produced from an artificial intelligence technique, as well as the problem solving. There are various deviations of such case, such as computer vision and speech recognition. ANN is basically convert set of inputs into a corresponding set of outputs by passing the input through a network of neurons. Each neuron that is a part of neural network produces its own output based on the input that gives that neuron. ANN is normally used in power system stabilizer, load forecasting, and load monitoring and state estimations. So the AN approach involves a non-linear mapping between input and the output, which consists of interconnected neurons arranged in layers. So this is a structure of a neural network. We have three different layers. One is an input layer, another one is called as an hidden layer, and another one is called as an output layer. Normally, we will have an input layer, and normally we have an output layer. In between that, we have a hidden layer. This is based on the neural. We have enormous number of neural network designs. So based on the neural network design, we will have many number of hidden layers. So, and we have many number of rules for hidden layers. There is a forward path flow, or there may be a backward path, reverse path flow, and everything will be there. So these layers are connected so that signals at the input layer of a neural network is propagated throughout the network. The overall nonlinear behavior of the neural network is determined by the choice of neural network topology and the weight of the connections between the neurons. So normally, for example, in CSTR, continuous stirred tank reactor, this is my actually my PhD work. Continuous stirred tank reactors. This chemical reactor is normally used for making an medical process industries. This is for producing many medicines, tablets, or some solutions manufacturing, and everything we are using it CSTR in process industries. In this is highly nonlinear process control reactor. This is so highly nonlinear process control reactor. Why? Because it when two reactants, two solutions, two different inputs are mixed in an CSTR, automatically by that chemical reaction, we have endothermic and exothermic reactions. By that reactions, automatically creates an heat. Due to that heat, that heat will create some unavoidable byproducts. So that byproducts will produce some other solutions as an output. So that it is called as a non-linear, highly non-linear process control reactor. So my actually in my PhD work, what I have did is I have calculated, I have estimated different states in each and every stage of process. So when the state variations, how the state variations affects the entire output of the system, how to control, how to achieve the desired output, desired response from a system, not only by controlling the output input, but also by controlling the, but also by control applying on the internal state parameters, we can able to achieve the desired output, desired response from every system. This is my PhD work. So in that I have predicted, I have identified the non-linearities which are all present in an entire process in an CSTR, and how the states which I have estimated, internal states, and the output can be controlled, output can be achieved as desired by controlling the internal state parameters. So in that case, artificial intelligence are more and more used. This is widely used in nowadays in the research, entire research areas. And another one example is two-step supervisory fault diagnosis framework using neural networks. Based on this framework, fault detection system was implemented to identify exact location of a fault and diagnose them in a pilot plain case study. Next one is pattern recognition. Pattern recognition approaches are applicable to process monitoring because the assumed relationship between the data patterns and the fault classes while ignoring the internal process states or structures. A widely adopted pattern recognition approach is that artificial neural network. Pattern recognition research mainly includes two aspects. One is the method of perception of a object, which belongs to understanding of scientific category, and another one is to achieve pattern recognition with the computer under the condition of the task of the case is determined. So deep learning is also known as deep structured learning or hierarchical learning. It is an application of artificial neural network for learning the task that contains more than one hidden layer. As I told earlier, the hidden layer may be one or more than one. This is based on the structure of artificial neural network, which is designed by the researcher. The deep learning is a part of broader family of machine learning methods based on learning data representations as opposed to task-specific algorithm. Learning can be supervised, partially supervised, or unsupervised. The concept of deep learning comes from artificial neural network research belonging to new field of machine learning. Some representations are loosely based on interpretation of information processing and communication patterns in a biological neural nervous system, such as neural coding that attempts to define a relationship between various stimuli and associated neural response in a brain. Next one is a fuzzy. Fuzzy logic can be visualized as many valued logic or as compared to Boolean logic, which is basically just has two values of output, zeros or ones. Fuzzy logic gives the output in the form of truth values that may be any real number between 0 and 1 as a way to incorporate the idea of partial truth. There may be some cases where the output can be completely true or completely false, but majority of the cases have some degree of truth or falsehood coupled with them. So next we will see the difference between automation and artificial intelligence. A robotic process automation or marketing automation software is great for simple activities and repetitive tasks that follow instructions or workflows set by individuals. It is best suited for highly repetitive and predictable tasks. Automated tools require manual configuration and human supervision to effectively execute campaigns. The trick with the robotic process automation or marketing automation is for humans to anticipate every permutation, so the machine is programmed to behave the right way every time. That this is why constant vigilance is required. If the environmental changes, the marketer must manually step in and make necessary adjustments. AI refers to how computer systems can use huge amount of data to imitate human intelligence and reasoning, allowing the system to learn, predict, and recommend what to do next. The capabilities of enabled by AI include natural language processing, computer vision, facial recognition, machine learning, and deep learning power the most sophisticated AI available today. And AI capable of understanding marketing KPIs can use various algorithms that act in concert to the find signals in the noise of data and find path to solution that no human would be capable of. Most AI that uses machine learning today works in an assistive fashion, providing next best action recommendation to human who then decide whether to trust them or not and then manually make the adjustments. So next we are combining automation and artificial intelligence. When robotic process automation or marketing automation is combined with elements of AI, such as machine learning and deep learning, that result is known as intelligent process automation. In intelligent process automation tool is a powerful because it allows us to reap both business process benefits of automation, increased speed, efficiency, time saving, abilities to scale with the insights, flexibility, and processing power of AI technology. Marketers who use IPA are able to augment their capabilities while offloading repetitive campaign management tasks to the machines. This is different from pure robotic automation in that the AI can start, stop, or even alter what it is doing bound to the environment in which it operates. Normally in marketers, this means faster, more personalized execution and process, greater use and accuracy in data, and improvements in overall customer experience. The marketer is shift from fussing over bid adjustments and budget allocation to higher values added, human-centric contributions like how do we evolve our value proposition to drive more business. Because of this clear benefits, Forrester predicts that by 2020, 25% of Fortune 500 companies will report hundreds of examples of IPA use cases. So what is intelligent automation? Intelligent automation is a combination of robotic process automation and artificial intelligence, which together empower rapid end-to-end business process automation and accelerate the digital information transformation. So there are different types of automations are there. One is a numerical control, another one is computer aided manufacturing, another one is an flexible manufacturing system, another one is an industrial robots. So autonomous transportation in 21st century has accomplished in a promise that autonomous vehicles are right around the corners. In fact, Tesla recently announced that its Model S car is now semi-autonomous, and they released this feature to tens of thousands of already owned cars via software update. The idea of automation within the transportation is nothing new. However, with sailboats utilizing auto tillers and autopilot technology in airplanes just a decade after the Wright brothers' iconic flight, still developing automated systems to navigate streets and highways is something entirely different, and the stakes are much higher. Before Tesla's autopilot feature, the most significant advancement was Google's driverless car program, which has logged nearly 150,000 miles of autonomous driving since 2009. So, autonomous and self-driving. These two terms are oftenly interchangeable, but there are clear difference between these two, all of which have implication for both consumers and car makers. Autonomous or driverless cars look similar to cars on the road today, and still the features of all the same driver system we know and use regularly, such as steering vehicles, brakes, and gear sticks. Some cars already have driverless components such as self-parking, intelligent cruise control, intuitive braking. Unless self-driving cars, however, autonomous cars are interchangeable between human driving and driver assistance program. Self-driving cars are considered a step beyond autonomous cars. In this case, there is no steering wheels, no driver seat. Additionally, self-driving cars rely entirely on computerized system of GPS capabilities, sensors, and radar technologies to guide the car without any human assistance. According to The Economist, this model radically changes the user and maker role, as analysts predict sales of vehicles to individuals could potentially fall by 40% of multiple riders share driverless cars. The planes and drones, also known as unmanned aerial vehicles, these can be controlled by onboard computer or a remote automation system. In recent years, have seen the rise of public commercial uses, including aerial footage and Amazon Prime Air Service, which plans to use unmanned aerial vehicles to deliver their packages to consumers in 30 minutes or less. So, automation in work. Normally, automation is incorporated in our every day-to-day life in various aspects. One is a paperless invoicing. So, it doesn't require any papers. Every data is stored in a database servers. It eliminates the need of a human being. Job application. Today, HRs and recruiting managers receives majority of resumes and applications via automated application tracking system. This system allows the users to upload the job application materials when applying for a role. HR recruiting professionals then receive the streamlined package that can be organized and managed through various settings. Next is recurring alerts and notifications. Normally, we will receive many notifications, calendars, emails, and project management alerts. We are receiving it in timely manner. Cloud document for companies with multiple users editing and changing documents. Automated services such as Google Docs allow for an instant update by multiple parties. Automated testing in software testing, QA testing, web link testing, it is all automated. Online marketing and sales. Ever notice how Amazon keep track of recent purchase or online shopping history and automatically suggest similar items? It was amazing thing which we are receiving normally in our normal mobile phone. The Amazon keeps track of our recent purchase and it suggests similar items. Even Zomato, it is always informing us, will send in many notifications that for their recent updates and according to our recent purchase, our recent cart. This is automated version of cross-selling. It increases the purchase by analyzing the consumer buying and browsing habits. Automation in real life. Automation can also be seen in everyday life outside of the office. Some of the most common examples of automation in real life include autocomplete, Excel functionality, automatic update, importing and exporting data and everything. So these are all some of our examples which are automation in our daily life, in our daily routine work and daily our routine environment. So next we will see what all the industries use AI today. Of course, mobile first, from text completion programs to voice to text to intelligent assistants, smartphones, mobile devices are rapidly embracing of artificial intelligence. Such technology focuses on human cues, including voice analysis and heart rate, to provide normally in our mobile phone, normally when we are walking, normally we used to hear songs. After that, in every day of our end of our day, we will receive how many steps we walked. Everything it was that information will be given by our smartphones. And nowadays, our heart rate can be measured with the help of an AI implemented smartphones, and how many times we were used the screen lighting, everything, every information, our humidity, our environmental temperature conditions, everything we can able to get it from our smartphones with the help of an artificial technologies. As mobile AI continues to grow, software is expected to become more anticipatory in the coming years. And in business, big data is revolutionary consumer and product analysis, and AI applications are helping companies to shift through tremendous amount of data to collect insights. Once one AI program has dug through collected information, other AI application are able to take this raw data and translate into an actionable findings. Example may include product perception, social media tendencies, or product behavior over the lifespan. Other AI applications that stand to transform business in coming years include virtual assistants, smart coaches, sales representatives, and robotic journalists that can generate reports and news stories mimicking human writing. And transportation, what we have seen already, fully autonomous cars are still in the distance. Driverless trains, metro subway systems are being used at varied level throughout the world. Toyota recently invested $50 million in vehicle robotics research, while Jaguar Land Rover has put forth $11 million to help to solve ongoing technical issues of surrounding autonomous driving technologies. Nowadays, lot of research industries coming forward to go for an autonomous implementation in our day-to-day life. And another one is the gaming. Of course, our smartphones, most of them are using the video games. Video games use AI to mimic human behaviors and intelligence in non-player characters in games ranging from chess to car chase sceneries. These characteristics, however, are frequently toned down for human play, since algorithms can often see every possible play or move, which creates an unfair advantage. Next is the robotics. The use of robots exhibiting intelligent behavior is an ever expanding area of research, with prototypes already showing limited capabilities in problem solving, learning, and interacting in social level. Security, with applications ranging from personal home alarm to international surveillance, artificial intelligence plays a massive role in keeping individuals and countries safe. Services like intelligence video surveillance analysis footage in real time to identify and report unusual behavior. Artificial intelligence also helps enforce cybersecurity by identifying abnormalities in online patterns. Education, of course, researchers are constantly looking at how artificial intelligence can reshape and inform the modern classroom. for teachers and students alike. Personalized tutoring programs not only help students in everyday learning, but many also analyze how students process information and provide additional customized support. This software is especially helpful for students with learning disabilities, ensuring they receive an individualized approach that matches their needs. Other AI applications include services that automate common teacher tasks such as marking tests or recording grades. So far we have completed the what all the companies go for an artificial intelligence today. So with these informations, we are going to see about there are some pros and cons of artificial intelligence. First, we will see some pros. It reduction in human error. With the increase of amount of data being supplied, artificial intelligence can completely nullify the human error and thereby give a much more accurate result when compared to the results provided by the human. This is a huge advantage as accuracy is very important in the field of electrical engineering, as one simple mistake can not only disturb the power system but also lead to the unexpected situation results. Second advantage is that safety of human labor. Of course, there is a major advantage of artificial intelligence is the fact that human beings do not have a direct interact with the sceneries that can be risky or that can pose a threat to labors. In case of fire in an apartment, a human being cannot go to there and help or clear that problem. The robot powered artificial intelligence can be used to navigate through the building and put out all the fires, thereby nullifying the risk of human life as well as accomplishing the task with a satisfactory outcome. Next one is a repetition. Of course, the repetition will be boring and it is very tedious for a human being, but the artificial intelligence can able to do it as many times so that the human time will not get wasted by repeatedly doing the same process. Next is the speed of decision making. Of course, if a human being is concerned, the human being will analyze all the factors practically as well as emotionally. After that, it come into the decision based on what the person feels it is right. But the decision may vary person to person. For the case of a linear person, due to that emotional parameters is concerned, his decision is more and more positive. If the person is so strict, due to that less emotional concern, the decision will be serious. But in the case of artificial intelligence, it doesn't have any such difference in mindset. So problem solving and decision making is significantly speed up in the case of artificial intelligence. Next up, availability. The problems can occur without warning. So it is an imperative for a system to be able to tackle any issue that can crop up at any time. Human being cannot be available 24/7, and in order to do so, people need to work in shifts to satisfy the need of supervision for a whole day. But in the artificial intelligence, it is available for a whole day owing to the fact that it is a computer program that analyzes the various inputs being provided to the system. Robots and machines that make use of artificial intelligence do not tire like human, thereby increasing cumulative hours of work put in as well. But that artificial intelligence also have many drawbacks. First one is it leads to unemployment. Of course, it leads to unemployment. So if a people who believes artificial intelligence fully, they will replace human labors in these fields. So by eliminating the need of humans, it leads to an unemployment. Next one is propagation of laziness. because artificial intelligence is not only available in 24/7, it also doesn't tire, and it performs with the peak efficiency in all day. So it leads human supervision, it eliminates a human supervision, and also it makes us lazy and lack of emotional intelligence. If a human being is concerned, sometimes the decisions are taken based on that emotional feelings, but in the case of artificial intelligence, it doesn't have any emotional feelings. It will take a decision. It will take an problem solving solutions based on the programming given to the artificial intelligence. And the cost, of course, integrating artificial intelligence into an already existing system not only consumes a lot of time and effort, but also cost a lot of money. This means that there is a requirement for a capital investment that need to be invested in order to make artificial intelligence as a viable operation. And time of implementation, due to lack of extremely skilled programmers and the difficulty in the development of satisfactory model, developing a suitable artificial intelligence in order to tackle real life situations will take lot of time to develop the test. So these are all the 10 steps executors step by step guide to building a viable artificial intelligence strategy. The first step, it creates teams with combined technical skills and business savvy. So it align the terms team size according to the scope of AI project and reconfigure teams and their composition as project emerge. The step 2 is identify the business processes where AI can add value. Prioritize business functions with the highest potential returns and develop a use case. In the step 3, select promising AI projects that show potential value. In the step 4, name an executive as sponsors for each AI initiative. Place the budget for each AI initiative at the C level. In the step 5, identify the gap in required skill positioning and hire accordingly. There will be a gap of meeting our requirement, our desired target. So we'll have to identify the gap, and we have to hire the skilled positions accordingly. In the sixth step, align AI objectives and deployment with the business goals. So based on our business goals, we have to align, we have to structure our AI objective and deployments. Next one is ensure there's a sufficient abundance of authoritative data. Identify the required internal and external data sets. In the step 8, consider ongoing modification and upgrades to the data pipelines and identify the compute resource necessary to advance AI initiatives. In step 9, consider associated security privacy for ethical AI issues. It's a very important thing. So we have to have an privacy and security and ethical AI issues we have to consider. There is a factors in government regulations and ways to ensure compliance and establish the government's programs that promise best practices. The last step, set performance parameters for AI teams to follow. Use matrices to monitor the progress of all AI initiatives and plan for a degree of failures. What is it? And it is not acceptable. These are all the executive step-by-step guide for building viable AI strategy. So we'll see some companies that have implemented artificial intelligence in business. First one is Google. It is implemented artificial intelligence. They invested $400 million for fully automatic their performances. Next is at IBM. Next one is at Facebook. They implemented the AI in their companies, and Microsoft and Baidu. These are all the companies they have implemented artificial intelligence in their companies. So with this introduction, with this content, we'll go to some case studies of application of AI in electrical systems. This is an application of artificial intelligence technology in electrical automation and control. So in the case of automation and control, so the process has to be automated by themselves, and also the control has to be applied on it in real time, in time to time, in order to achieve the required performance. So that we need to have an for sensors like humidity sensor, water level sensor, and various temperature sensors. We have different values of sensors are there, with which we can take the real time data of our electrical equipment. These data are given to the network. In that, the automatic with that sensory data, with that real time available data, and already stored, predicted, already defined data, these two are compared with the help of an pre-programmed automation softwares like PLC and networks and everything. The control signal is given to the system through an actuators. Thereby, we can control, we can achieve the required performance. This is one example. Next is an application of artificial intelligence in transport. So take an aeroplane. In that, how the artificial intelligence is used. The phase one, design and data ingestion. So data preparation, exploratory analysis, and feature extraction. In the phase two, proof of concept, modeling algorithm and modeling validation. Next one is phase three, it integrate and scale. So based on the data prepared, based on the available real-time values of different states of our vehicle. So with that input data, we already model the device. We can able to model any electrical equipments, even an pendulum, even a motor, even a generator, even an aerospace, airplanes, and anything we can able to model it. So that modeled, we will formulate an algorithm so that this input data is given to the models. Thereby, that model is validated and verified. Based on that, this is implemented. Our automated, our operation of an aeroplanes is automated, implemented. This is artificial intelligence in substantial energy industry. So there is power generation sources, transmission and distribution. So in power generation sources, there are many varieties of power generations. In previous case, we are strictly following the fossil fuels, and we are strictly in the non-conventional energy sources. So with that burning of coal, with that burning of using of petroleums, fossil fuels, we are we have generated electricity. So day by day, what will happen is that entire fossil fuels comes to decreasing tremendously. So in Neyveli, the coal availability is decreasing tremendously. So by burning these fossil fuels, it continuously giving an pollution to the environment. It is continuously affecting the human body, and it pollute the air, pollute the earth, and outlet of that process is coming and mixing with the water, thereby waters get polluted. But in water living organisms or everything is polluted. By drinking such water, humans get infected. They go to the disease problems. And with these kind of lot of issues in and fossil fuels and unavailability of fuel availability, we switch over to the conventional energy sources, which is an readily available energy sources. It doesn't require to burn anything. It doesn't require to um, destroy anything. It is available source which we are using for manufacturing the generating the power in day-to-day life. These are all solar power, wind power, hydropower, and geothermal. These are all normally used conventional energy sources. Solar power, now there are more implementation of solar PV cells on their working places, even in the homes, in the industries, and or specific arrangement of solar panels for generating electricity. The PV cells are generating electricity, which converts incident light energy into an electrical energy. It's a wind power. We cannot place it like solar power, solar cells. We cannot place windmills in everywhere, but we have to select a site where the wind speed is available, the density of speed is required to make a rotation in and blades. There are two types of windmills. One is a horizontal, another one is a vertical windmills. So in the case of hydropower, um, sir, excuse me, Satya, can you please mute? So, in according to the hydropower is concerned, we require to construct a dam. So with that dam, the water is moving, water is getting out from an dam. Thereby, it rotates the turbines which is available on the sliding space. That turbines in connected with the generator will generate electricity. According to the geothermal power is concerned, geothermal name itself, it means that inside the earth there will be some heat energies available. So when we go inside the earth, in that temperature in the earth surface is getting high and high, there is a hot gases, there is a magma, there is a hot liquids available. When we are making uh, pouring the earth surface, thereby the hot gases and hot liquids will come out from the inside of the earth. Thereby, we are rotating the turbine, we are generating electricity. So nowadays, in these situations, there are many parameters, many ways of generating electricity are available. So what we are doing is we are making possible combinations, possibly combines all the generated electricities, and we are transferring these electricity generated by all the combined things through and transmission lines, so that we require to have a big data analysis concept, so that that transmitted and so transmission that is distributed to the distributed lines, and from the distributed side, this is given to the customer side. So we require to have an data analysis in the generation side. During transmission side, the power quality of the transmitted electrical energy should be maintained, and proper power flow should be maintained. For these cases, proper distribution, proper relaying is very much expected, because we are transmitting electrical energy through an long transmission line. It comes in the environment which is fully exposed in the environment, which requires to be and proper relaying concepts should be adopted. So everything is done by a human being is a very tedious process. In that cases, we are going for an artificial intelligence application so that we are able to get an quality power in our customers' level. So next one is application of an AI in classical software engineering. So in classical software engineering, so we have to start with the software project planning, problem analysis, software design, implementation of code, testing and integration, software maintenance. These are all the process which we require in software engineering. So in that case, artificial intelligence is applied for make easy and can able to handle a big data so that this entire process is automated very easily. So in software planning and project planning, we have to predict problems and risk by expert system and structured access to design pattern, creative potential of human developers, auto encoding, automatic debugging, improved team collaboration. We, we require to have in software design and implementation of code and automated test routines, probabilistic error prediction, automated code integration is required. So automatic code clearing, self-adapting routing, and big data based on analysis and free creative resources which has to be maintained in software engineering, which we require an artificial intelligence to make it more convenient. Next, we will see the application of artificial intelligence in intelligent manufacturing. So, in the case intelligent manufacturing is concerned, intelligent robot, intelligent cloud manufacturing services, intelligent design and creative ideas, knowledge and data services, intelligent financial services, and everything can be done with the help of with the application of an artificial intelligence. Next is a comprehensive review on automation in agriculture using artificial intelligence. Nowadays, in previous cases, agriculture is strictly in a conventional manner. Nowadays, all the farmers are upgraded to a modern technologies. In agricultural engineering is a great scope of having an of incorporating the automation with an artificial intelligence so that the agriculture is improved very well. So in this information collection from a soil based on the soil characteristics, based on the humidity level, wetness level in the soil, we have to take some decisions for water irrigation as well as that some healthy inputs by feeds and everything, we can able to achieve and great advancements in an agriculture. So first we are getting an information collection from soil and feed the information into the system, run the program and wait for the output and observe the output, prepare the data accumulation and create a production model using an AI. This artificial network will make a decision making that whether the wetness level is enough for an plantation or it requires to have an we have to pour some water, and that decision is taken by the artificial intelligence at the same time. So based on the healthiness, based on the character of an soil, we have to decide the plantation. So enter the data in a database, train and feed the system from the database. Thus the observed is matched with the predicted data, the system is ready for an operation. So next up is practical application of AI in transmission line. So in transmission line, we have sending end and receiving end. In between that, we have a long transmission line. Nowadays, all the transmission lines are extra high voltage DC transmission is preferable due to that due to avoiding many losses. This is long transmission line This is fully exposed to the environment, and we have combining different types of sources into the transmission line, and in between that the human process is very difficult. So what it is happening is there are two directions is taken. One is an environmental sensor. So this environmental sensor will observe the environmental conditions. So that signal is given to the, that input is given to the expert system, and with that artificial neural network will decide the decision, and it is given to the transmission line. At the same time, the fault detection. So the relaying production in a transmission line is an important aspect in foreign power system transmission. Not only generation and transmission, the production relaying plays an important role. And from electromechanical relaying, nowadays artificial intelligence based relaying systems are playing a major role in transmission line. Within a fraction of time, we will cut from an power supply, and after auto clearance of an fault, immediately we will get an supply back. This is automated process nowadays. We are not depending on a lineman. We are not going for an any day with and dark lighting without supply. We are not going into that. So there are many types of fault detections are available in day-to-day life. In that, distance relaying, differential relaying, many type of relaying methodologies have been applied. And this fault detector will take an information from the transmission line. So based on the fault, this fuzzy system will take a decision with the help of a fuzzy rules. So that information is given to the transmission line. Thereby, we can able to get an uninterrupted power supply, good quality power supply from our transmission line. So, and specifically the relays which are very closer with the fault is interrupted. All other remaining all other remaining circuit breakers are normally on condition, and all are working happily. Only the problem associated part only detached from the entire transmission line, so that the fault clearance is very fast. It doesn't affect any other systems. So if we have primary and backup production also. So if primary production is failed to operate, the backup production will give a right hand for a primary production, so that the transmission line is less affected by any kind of a problems. Next one is applications of artificial intelligence and big data analysis in M-Health. So, of course, nowadays, our entire health condition, entire things is automated, and the data are stored in an internet. Data are stored in an data collection servers. Nowadays, for an COVID, we are with the other data, we are taking an dosage. When that information also is stored in an system, also stored in a server, and our second dosage is informed automatically. And wherever we want to go, we can able to take the data. And most of the hospitals, they will store their data, collect the data and record the patient information in the server, so that patient number is more than enough for collecting our entire report. There is no need of bringing our entire report next time and keeping our entire report very safe. That doesn't require. So in every hospital, they are collecting and our entire report, and they are recording our data in a system. The analysis and processing the data and triggered alert to the patients. Normally, the mobile care monitors is there. In our mobile phone, we have automated mobile triggering and alerts to the patients and action taken by the clinical. So big artificial intelligence plays a major role in these type of applications. So far we have completed many topics, many applications wherever the artificial intelligence plays a major role in electrical industries and day-to-day life and everything. So this we will see what industries. What companies have implemented AI in business? This I have skipped due to the time constraint. This we will see. The majority of companies on the forefront of AI integration are primarily technology based, but this is likely to shift as artificial intelligence becomes more commonplace. Google, after acquiring DeepMind in 2014 for $400 million, Google solidified itself in the quest to fully develop and utilize artificial intelligence. The prototype software, which mimics human cognitive development and has its own short-term memory, is thought to be first significant step toward an artificial brain. The multi-billion dollars company also owns Nest, a series of home products that leverage AI technology. Next is an IBM, demonstrating its commitment to the field of artificial intelligence. IBM has spent millions of dollars on its flagship system, Watson, the platform that owned the TV show Jeopardy. The cognitive computing system is also used on centers to gather valuable insights from extensive patient records and conduct research that may help eradicate cancer. The platform engagement advisor is also used in finance and telecommunication industries. So next is a Facebook, the social media platform that has labs dedicated to AI development with a number of artificial intelligence functions such as facial recognition already which is in use. Founder Mark Zuckerberg recently hinted at future development of speech and language related applications. Next is a Microsoft. Apple's competitors has the number of AI applications in development ranging from digital assistants known as Karnata to a variety of platforms focused on image recognition and translation capabilities. So based on China, Baidu is to the country what Google is to do America. The search engine focus on deep learning has seen success in areas of speech recognition, image recognition, and intelligent advertising. These are all the companies have implemented AI in their business for developing their business. So in Google's, of course, what are the things we are searching? We can get it that relevant type of PDF documents, Word documents, and relevant type of PowerPoint documents and everything. It has its it produces immediately. So these things which requires an artificial intelligence technology. So according to the IBM is concerned, this is really producing an extensive patient's records by conducted test that is which helps for reducing the cancers and all. And also in the finance case, this normally the trading companies, they used to have an artificial intelligence technologies. So which really requires uh, to avoid the human errors, because it will have and big data concepts of last 1,000 years of history of an trading things, so that it will analyze the real time. So in according to the trading is concerned, the trading will up or down, the value of an material will go rise or comes down due to the some taxes, some immediate actions taken by the government, or some unexpected drop levels in an specific important metals. So these things are analyzed with the help of an artificial intelligence with many number of parameters, so that it takes a decision that will stop or will hold the material which we have purchased. With these decisions are taken with the help of an artificial intelligence. In telecommunication industries, artificial intelligence, which really required to keep big data, huge values of data, and it can able to check real time process. It is a repetitive process which cannot be done by a human being persons. It is boring. If we are doing it for an one day, it is okay. We are doing for in 2 days, it is okay. If we are doing for in 30 days, it makes a human being more boring, and it makes a human being to make mistakes. So but artificial intelligence is concerned, it is a computer system, it is well organized system which doesn't have any emotional or any laziness or any boring concern. So it can able to take in real time data. It can able to have an real time data, analyze everything. It is within very 24 by 7 and 365 days. It was very very clearly, very efficiently. And majorly the artificial intelligence we are using, we are really amazing in YouTube's, Amazon, Zomato. In day-to-day life, we can able to get it. We can able to uh, get an get into that. Normally, Amazon, we used to search something. We used to buy something. We used to search something. For an example, we used to check in mobile. What are all the latest models? What are all the advancements? What are all the models and what is its price rate? Everything we are searching in an Amazon. With that data, automatically in the next few days, the new arrived mobile models are coming into the Amazon models. They are insisting us through an mobile that these are all the new available models. These are all the features and everything, the information regarding the mobile phones and the information regarding the mobile accessories, mobile features are given by that Amazon, mm, with data which are stored while we are searching. This is an amazing application of an artificial intelligence. According to the Zomato is concerned, so we are looking for some food and some order. And if we are not ordering through an Zomato for 1 or 2 days, automatically the messages comes to us. Automatically the messages comes to that customer through an Zomato, that recent available hotels availability and recently available products, what we have gone through in previous cases, everything is clearly given to the customer. This is this is a marketing scope, but automatically it increases their company products. They are increasing the company product purchase. At the same time, YouTube also, when we are searching something, for example, if you are searching for a news, automatically many news channels is coming, many news informations are coming in the YouTube after the next search. So these are all the data which are all maintained, which are all processed with the help of an artificial technologies. In nowadays, in electrical automation, in automation industries, in manufacturing of all the devices, in manufacturing of manufacturing control, in everything. The artificial intelligence techniques are growing very fastly. So the preparation level, the monitoring level, the quality check level, and the product delivery, up to the product delivery level, the automation industries, artificial intelligence plays a major role. It plays an major work which will really help the manufacturer and industry side to make more profit. So thank you. Do you have any doubt?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing your valuable ideas on applications of AI in electrical automation and control. Will be very useful for us in future, ma'am. Dear participants,
Okay.
you may ask your doubts.
So in my presentation, actually, I have covered applications of artificial intelligence in all the fields, in electrical, not only in electrical automation, in day-to-day life, how far the artificial intelligence plays an important role, and plays an how it is dominating human being by making them more flexible, more sophistication. But it makes our lazy, it makes us more lazy, but we are very much sophisticated. In the air conditioning, in the fuzzy system, it was employed in an our household equipments, washing machine, automatic process. By using a fuzzy, there is no need to do anything. The level of washing, the level of water intake, everything is automatically programmed with the help of a fuzzy systems. So artificial intelligence nowadays, it is totally employed, incorporated in our day-to-day life, which is having more and more advantage, and it makes more sophistication to the human life.
Okay, ma'am. Any
If you
queries?
don't have any doubt, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Shall we end off the session, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Dear participants, the feedback link will be sent in the chat box and also in WhatsApp group. Okay, thank you.